Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, 8-Bit Preston with the 8-Bit Heroes. So, this week, sorry, I had to get a swig of coffee. This week, we have found out that we do, in fact, have an Alola Marowak, which is a ghost and fire type, which is really cool. But we also get an Alolan Raichu, which is keeping Pikachu a little more relevant nowadays. Not that he isn't already, because he's the face of Nintendo. But it's good to see that they're giving him some more support and everything like that with this Raichu form. We also have the previous ones, of course, the Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash and Ninetales and Vulpix and Executor and Meowth and some other thing that I'm forgetting at the moment. But but yes, so these Alolan forms are really cool. They're really awesome that we're seeing some of these original Pokemon essentially get these new forms with this new region. So I thought it would be fun to do a video where I just kind of talk about maybe some new forms I'd like to see personally. There's that rumor that Abra's going to have a fighting type, and this rumor came out before the actual Alolan forms were just like revealed. So this rumor had suggested that Abra would be getting a fighting type equivalent, which would be weird to see. I don't know how they would pull that one off, but it would be cool to see Alakazam use like a spoon, a giant spoon or something as like a bow, or like nunchucks or something like that. Just make it real fighting-like. Also the water Growlithe with it, which is really questionable, but it does make me wonder about Arcanine, because Arcanine is essentially considered a legendary Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise, and the anime has actually backed that up as well. So it'd be cool to see maybe these new forms for Arcanine that we haven't seen before. So getting a water typing would be very weird. But then again, so is everything else we've seen with the Alolan forms. I didn't think they'd be able to pull this off, but I'm actually a very big fan of these new forms for the region. Now, just kind of brainstorming, and I was thinking about, so these Alolan forms, Alola is essentially the equivalent to Hawaii. So what animals are, in Hawaii? What other potential Pokemon could have these different forms? And one of the ones I found was a Hawaiian, and I'm probably going to pronounce them incorrectly. I'm not cursing when I say this, but it's a Hawaiian Hori bat. So it's a bat local to only Hawaii. So could this mean we might get a different Zubat, a different gold bat? That would be kind of cool, just depending on what they do with it. I don't know if they keep it a poison type, or change it up completely, do a different bat type thing, because we have a few bat Pokemon, if memory serves me correct. But yeah, just kind of looking at some of the old ones, I'd like to see maybe some of the ice types get different forms. I thought Golduck would be pretty cool. I don't know what they'd do if they'd go full-fledged like psychic type on that one, or if they would do something completely different, like make him a water psychic, ice psychic. I don't know how they would do that, or maybe even a dark water or something like that. But Psyduck and Golduck have always played up this psychic attributes, and we get moves like Confusion and Amnesia and things like this, but it never really had that psychic typing, so maybe they can actually do that this go around. So that'd be kind of cool. I'm just kind of looking through the Pokedex really quick. Now, so far, all we know about is the Gen 1s, the Gen 1ers. So I'm pretty sure we'll get more than just that. I'm sure they'll probably touch on like Gen 2 and things like that. A few Pokemon I'd like to see that from Gen 1 that do get some Alolan forms, though. I would personally like to see, I'm a fan of Mr. Mime. I know a lot of people hate that Pokemon, but I actually very much like Mr. Mime. I thought he was charming. I don't know what they can do since they're doing a Hawaiian theme. Maybe they can do something, I think Marowak kind of fills that fire twirling thing, but maybe they can do something cool with that. I don't know how they would do that. Maybe make it like a fire psychic or something like that. That would be kind of sweet in my opinion. But yeah, so that would be cool. Maybe like a different type on, I don't know, Krabby or Kingler or something like that, since we're playing up this whole beach theme, and since Team Skull's like pirates, that would be kind of sweet. What about Poliwrath? The Poliwrath team, maybe, I know they're water fighting essentially at the moment, but maybe doing something more psychic based with them as well. I know we have Politoed, so that makes things kind of complicated. But, you know, I think that's pretty cool. Now, this is kind of away from the Alolan form thing, so, you know, I want to talk about Mega Evolution as well. People were talking about Mega Evolution could be potentially gone forever thanks to the Z moves. I don't think this is the case. I think we're going to get that, I think we're going to get those Mega Evolutions. They're going to come back. Mega Evolutions were big in the last generation, and I don't think they're going anywhere. In fact, I do think we'll see probably some new ones. So some I'd actually like to see. My camera's kind of doing this weird zoom thing. But some I'd like to see. I'd like to see Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd get an evolution finally, because Farfetch'd is a really cool Pokemon. I put him up there with like Cubone and Marowak as being like this really cool Pokemon who, quite honestly, you didn't get much use out of him. In fact, I think in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow, you couldn't even catch a Farfetch'd in the wild. You had to get it by trade. So you couldn't even have Farfetch'd, the original name, on your game, which is crazy. I'd like to see him do something with Farfetch'd. I mean, make him relevant, you know? He's such a cool Pokemon. That's just kind of a side story. But yeah, so maybe, and here's a, you know, kind of getting back to it. I'd like to see new Mega Evolutions, of course. Many of you probably would. You know, some people aren't for the Mega Evolutions. They want to see them gone, but I like them. With the exception of maybe a couple, which I thought were really lame, like Mega Slowbro, who was just the stupidest design I've ever seen. I actually like the Mega Evolutions a lot. I think they're really cool. I was hoping, like, Raichu, as opposed to a form, would have got a Mega Evolution, but, you know, it is what it is. We got that Alolan form, which I'm not the biggest fan of the Alolan Raichu. I think it looks kind of doofy. I get it, it's like a surfer kind of thing, but, you know, I would like to see. I thought the original Raichu looked pretty awesome, pretty wicked. So the fact that they kind of made it look like that Dino Pokemon or something like that, and I'm like, it just doesn't look that great. You know, that's just me though. But another cool thing I was thinking about was, what if we get Alolan forms of original starter Pokemon? Maybe not the first generation. I think that ship has sailed with the Mega Evolution, so I don't think they'll touch Charizard, Blastoise, or Venusaur any more than they have. But what about the second generation? What if they take those final starter Pokemon and give them completely different typing? And I know I'm talking really crazy here when I say that, but what if they essentially do like Cyndaquil as, I don't know, an Ice type? Or, you know, Totodile as a Fire type Gator, or something like that. Just like completely, because, I mean, think about it. I know this sounds crazy because, you know, fire type alligator, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That's true, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. But, you know, that being said, or maybe have their Alolan forms have, like, you know, a secondary typing or something like that. But then again, I never thought Vulpix or Sandshrew would ever have an Ice typing. Here we are, it's 2016, and Pokemon Sun and Moon's coming out and rocking our world. So they're really changing things up. But, yeah, so I thought that would be a really cool idea. And if not the Alolan forms of some of those Pokemon, I do want to see maybe some Mega Evolutions to those second-gen Pokemon and third-gen. Third-gen, I know, got some Mega Evolutions. But, you know, things like that. Let's support the other generations as well. Even though personally, I love the first two generations the most. I grew up with those. That's where my heart lies. But, yeah. So the Alolan forms are really cool. I'd like to see some of the originals. I'm hoping we get a whole bunch more than what we have now, because the ones we have now are amazing. Those are some very, very cool Pokemon designs. I'm surprised because, I mean, I like them all. The Marowak is awesome. The Meowth Dark type is really cool. Executor, I like Executor. I know a lot of people look, hey, he's got the long neck, he looks stupid. And I'm like, dude, no, he's cool as a palm tree. Let him be a palm tree. It's cool. So I enjoy that one. Now, the Raichu one is probably my least favorite. I'm not digging that one too much, gotta be honest with you guys. But, yeah, so, you know, I probably would be more inclined to use the original Raichu, but that's just me. It looks like they may give this Raichu Surf, like the surfing Pikachu, because he's surfing on his tail, so that might be something as well. that would kind of switch things up and be pretty cool also. But yeah, so you know, I'd like to see a few more of the Pokemon get Alolan forms. I like these new typings. I think these Alolan forms look better than some of the new Pokemon that they've revealed. Even though I think the new Pokemon are really cool as well. What is it? Wishy-Washy, who's the single fish, and then after he hits a certain level, I think he gets this ability called Schooling, which accumulates and turns into this giant beast. That's a really cool Pokemon. Mimikyu, of course, looks amazing when you hear the backstory of why he looks like a poor drawing of Pikachu. When you hear that one, that's really, really awesome, actually. I like the Donkey Pokemon, the Jackass Pokemon. I like that one. That was really cute and charming, and I might even put that one on my team at the beginning because it looks so cool. And the starters look great as well. I mean, so, you know, I'm digging the new Pokemon designs. I know some people aren't. Some people are like, this generation looks lazy. I gotta disagree, man. I think it looks pretty good so far. I'm 2 big thumbs up for everything Pokemon Sun and Moon right now. I think they're doing an excellent job. My only concern is they're dishing out a lot of information to us, and I'm really hoping it's not them blowing their load, like where everything's going to be spoiled for us, because I want some, you know, hidden things too. You know, I don't want everything spoiled for me. But like, you know, I wanted some things under wraps. Now that being said, everything I've seen looks awesome. Team Skull looks amazing. It looks like a return to form for the bad guys. And I like the fact that they're just thugs. They're just there to pound some stuff, steal some Pokemon, just rough you up, stuff like that. I'm digging it. They look awesome. They look amazing. So yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon looks great. Just a few Pokemon I wanted to see, you know, Alolan forms. I was kind of spurting all over the place, but just my impressions of everything. But any Pokemon you guys would like to see, because I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say. You guys have much better ideas than me. I'm an idiot. But you guys are brilliant. Some of you are bigger Pokemon fans than me, for sure. So any Alolan forms you'd like to see from the first few generations, or heck, even the last generation, or any new Mega Evolution you'd like to see as well, I'd be interested to know what you guys think. And not only that, but what typings do you think they would be? I mean, you know, I'd like to know, because no, I don't care who you are. You did not see Ninetales getting a Ice type. You did not see that before the Alolan reveal. I didn't. I know that's like guessing Wii Fit Trainer is going to be in Smash Brothers prior to that. You don't just guess that. Alright? You don't do it. Guys, do me a favor. Comment below on Alolan forms, Mega Evolutions you want to see. Also, let me know what you're thinking about Sun and Moon thus far. I'm always intrigued to know what you guys are thinking. Subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button for me down below. Throw me a thumbs up on this as well. Like this video for me. I work hard on these videos, even though it looks like I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling. But I definitely do. So you guys subscribe to the channel. And once again, thank you guys so much. We're almost at 400 subscribers, and that makes me happy. It makes me happy. I got some of the best subscribers ever, and some of you have been with me since 10 subscribers. So thank you so much. Here's to bigger and better things, and we will see each other for more streaming very soon. And hopefully I'll battle some of you guys in Pokemon Sun and Moon also. So this is Preston with the 8-Bit Heroes. You can call me 8-Bit Preston. Signing off. Good day, my friends.